probably just saw this. So today I'm getting ready to be Erza. I'm trying to get ready to go to the Anime Idol event. I actually went to that one year long time ago and it was a lot of fun, except they needed like an intermission thing and they called people on stage to do various dances, and I had to do the chicken dance as Ewan, and that was kind of not fun. So, but I'm interested in going again because I love Japanese music. As I told you guys before, I want to start a project translating Japanese music. So I'm really interested in seeing what kind of music people are going to sing to. I'm going to put my makeup and my wig on, I'm going to put my sword together, and I'm going to put my earrings on, and I will be ready to go. So... The elevator is empty?
I know, I'm surprised.
This is super crazy.
Too.
I'm going to be checking the camera a lot to make sure that my wig looks right.
It's the only way you can really see yourself. Does she have her hair in her eye?
She technically does, but she has it completely covered, and I'm just really uncomfortable with my whole eye being covered. I do that for Subaru, and it is the weirdest thing ever. You lose all depth perception, and I already am not wearing my glasses, so I kind of would like to see as much as possible. Look at how crazy this room looks already. What is he doing? What is he doing?
Are you zooming in on him?
Yes. Because he's a jerk. Okay, it's behind this. He's behind this chick. There he goes. Let's follow him.
Off we go.
I'm gonna like pretend to be like a stalker almost.
Dun 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 dun
Da-da-da. So it's freezing inside the convention center, and it's so warm out here. I'm so happy. I need to bring a yukata or something back with me because, oh my god, so cold. Anyway, so I finished the panel with Kyle and Scott on combat acting, and that was really, really cool. Very informative. Scott talked about his time on Highlander, which is one of my favorite shows. I grew up with that show. And it was really neat to get to hear his thoughts on you know, being Robert McLeod, among other roles that he then died in. Still embarrassed to talk to people, or talk in front of people, in front of a camera. I don't know, it's weird. I'll get used to it, I'm sure, if I keep doing this, but it's just too weird for me right now. Anyway, so I'm gonna go eat in my room, and then I'll talk a little bit about the panel with the guys, I'm sure. So the panel was really interesting, and they talked about like different things for stunt combat and whatnot, and like Scott was talking about his time on Highlander where he had to fight Adrian Paul because he played Robert McLeod, which is Duncan's cousin. And apparently, I didn't know this because it's been a really long time since I've seen that episode, but supposedly they both were training for that scene with different instructors. So when they actually went to fight, they didn't have any rehearsal basically before they started filming. And Adrian was the one that was directing that episode, so it's kind of difficult to turn around and say to the main star and to the director, like, can we get 5 minutes to actually, you know, rehearse the scene. I absolutely adore Highlander. It's one of my all-time favorite shows. I'm actually rewatching it because the whole thing is on Hulu. And then Kyle, of course, Kyle has had an extensive repertoire of doing combat scenes. He was in Star Wars Episode 2 and 3. Apparently his character was so popular with fans that even though he was like some unnamed Jedi, like they gave him like a backstory and they made an action figure and like the whole 9 yards. So Kyle's really cool. I'm going to his panel later today for like combat training, and I'm really excited to do that. There was a combat training panel last year that I went to, and it wasn't that good, to be honest. It was just a little underwhelming. It wasn't that it was bad, it was just underwhelming. Like, the person running it maybe had limited experience, or, you know, maybe had only really done it a couple of times, or maybe was just not a good teacher. You know, there's a multitude of reasons why that panel didn't work, and I don't know exactly what factors contributed to that, but being as Kyle has had several years worth of experience, both choreographing fight scenes and doing fight scenes, I'm pretty interested in going to his panel, so I'm going to do that later today. For the day as Erza. I took a little break and ate some, got to watch some anime, and now I'm going to go down to Japanese 101. If I like what type of content they do, I might use their strategy, but yeah, so we'll see if it's interesting. This is what I'm wearing now. No, just simple. And I thought I'd wear my Eevee Dark Side of the Moon shirt, since I do love Pink Floyd and Eevee.